Hey guys, welcome to the Storm Shelter. This is Timothy. I wanted to start something where we're going to go over the 38 parables of Jesus. So this is Palpable Parables. Alright guys, the first parable we're going to go over is salt of the earth. Now if you guys don't know that one, in Matthew 5:13 it says, "You are the salt of the earth, but if salt has lost its taste, how shall its saltiness be restored? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled under people's feet." Now it goes on in Mark 9:50. It says, "Salt is good, but if it loses its saltiness, how can you make it salty again? Have salt among yourselves and be at peace with each other." Now we're going to go over what he is referring to as salt and how it's used and how he's using it. Now, the different references of salt I've come up with. Now, you guys may know some more, so if you do, please leave that in the comments. I would love to see it. I know I can't think of everything, and this is just some of the research and praying that I've done that, it's come to me. So, I have salt. It represents permanence, loyalty, durability, fidelity, usefulness, value, purification, and leadership. Now, I've been thinking about it, and it's to help bring out a better nature of those around us and brings greater peace with each other. Now, you might be thinking, how is that gonna, how does salt equate to that? Let me continue. Now, if you guys know anything, I don't know too much about this. I haven't been able to find too much on it. I'm still trying to find more. So if you guys know more about this part that I'm coming up with, salt vows, let me know. But I do know that back in the times of Jesus and everything, they had a type of salt vow. I don't know what the ritual was like or what they had to do, but how it's described is that it binds individuals together and it allows them to support and defend each other, which I thought was amazing. It allows them to work together in support and defense. So, but going on, we have 5 uses of salt, okay? We have flavoring, preserving, sacrificing, destroying, and fertilizing. So I'm going to start with flavoring. Now, most people already know how salt is used for flavoring, but I'm going to use it referencing what I believe Jesus was referring to. Okay. Now, when he's saying flavoring, he's saying to enhance the world, all right? Drawing out blessings, adding flavor, some panache, and providing contrast by being distinct and different. So it's like he wants us to be separate, set apart from everyone else in the world. It's something I've heard referred to as like people will look at salt and sand and think of it almost as the same, but one obviously has a distinct taste and is useful while the other is not. All right, the next is preserving. Now, again, this is about what I think that Jesus is trying to display in the parable. So it's not just how salt is used for preserving. This is what I believe he's going for. So for preserving, it's disciples are sent into the world to keep it from decaying, to keeping its goodness, preventing corruption and ruin. Salt doesn't just savor, it saves. Now, I thought that was amazing. Going on from there, sacrificing. Now, sacrificing, I couldn't find too much about that or come up with that other than back then, especially in the Old Testament, salt was mainly used in the grain offerings. It was used when they would prepare their grain offerings. It was part of it to help it preserve until it was actually being burnt, everything like that. So, but moving on from there, we're going to go destroying. Okay. Now, if we look back in Genesis 19:26, we all know the story about Sodom and Gomorrah and Lot's wife when she turned back and she looked upon Sodom one last time to be turned into a pillar of salt. So, I mean, we can see there that salt was used as a form of destruction because they were warned not to look back. Now, also in Deuteronomy 29:23, this is all about disobedience to God too, mind you, and it talks about being burned out with brimstone and salt, nothing sown, nothing grown. So, but like continuing on, Judges 9:45 talks about Gideon's son Abimelech tries to set himself up as king of Israel. The men of Shechem rebel. He responds by razing the city and sowing it with salt so nothing can grow there. Kind of heavy, you know? So you see how salt's being used as a destructive premise. Going on, the psalmists describe God turning a fruitful land into a salty waste because of the evil of its inhabitants, and that's Psalms 107:34. Salt was used to express judgment upon evil. Now, if we keep going, though, fertilizing, right? Fertilizing, you guys all know back, I don't know if they still do it. I didn't really look into, like, if it's still used. I'm sure it might in some places. But in some places, where it says it helps retain water and soil. It makes fields easier to plow. It releases minerals for plants. It stimulates growth. It increases the yield, kills weeds, protects from diseases. The disciples, all of us, followers of God, are meant to be fertilizer. All in all, so what I've come to understand about the salt of the earth is disciples are to judge evil, be spread like salt across the earth, destroying wickedness, preventing lust, greed, murder, and other injustices from taking root. So, as disciples of Jesus, as disciples of God, we are literally meant to go out and we're to fertilize the soil, which is everyone around. We're to get rid of any evil. We're to help others come to God. Help their hearts become fertile soil for the seeds that we're supposed to plant. We're to help to stimulate growth, increase the yield. Because remember, the Bible talks about how the harvest is plentiful, but the harvesters are few. We're meant to go out there and harvest and create more harvesters so that it just keeps multiplying. But we're also meant to keep it from decaying. We're to keep goodness and preventing corruption and ruin. We're to go out there and just be the love and goodness of God. Be the opposition of the kingdom of darkness. And some people might have issues with that, and that's fine. But this is what we're supposed to do. It's not meant to be easy. It's going to be difficult. But I think it's worth it. Now, if you guys have any more information or ideas or anything coming from this, please leave it in the comments. I would love to hear it. And maybe one day I can make a whole new video with some of those, and we can go back over it together. Or if I do a podcast, we can discuss it on a further note. This is just some of the stuff that I've done. Not really hurried, but I could have taken a lot more time doing it too. I just, as I was going through this, I was like, wow, this is blowing my mind. This is a lot deeper than I anticipated. So I hope this helps someone out there. I love you guys. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. I appreciate everything. I appreciate you guys coming out. Look out for more of the parables. There's 37 more, and I definitely am interested in doing every single one of those. I hope you guys enjoy it. I love every single one of you guys, and God bless you.